This video provides teachers with a guide to descriptive feedback.
Descriptive feedback helps students learn by providing them with precise information about what they are doing well, what needs improvement, and what specific steps they can take to improve. It is an integral component of assessment for and assessment as learning.
To ensure that students have a clear understanding of what they are expected to learn, teachers state the expectations as learning goals. Similarly, students need to share with the teacher a clear understanding of the success criteria developed from these learning goals. Once success criteria are identified and constructed with students, high-quality feedback becomes easier. When students receive this feedback from the teacher, from peers, and from themselves through self-assessment, they can use it to take further action to learn and improve.
Here is an example of a learning goal for elementary mathematics, from which a teacher would co-create success criteria with his or her junior or intermediate class. From these specific success criteria, teachers and students develop an assessment checklist.
This checklist provides for student, peer, and teacher feedback related to the success criteria.
Teachers need to plan assessments to occur at critical points during the learning. Assessment that is frequent, intentionally planned, integrated with the learning, differentiated for individual or small groups, and presented in a variety of modes will provide teachers and students with the critical information necessary for effective feedback.
Providing descriptive feedback requires teachers to 1. Use the success criteria to identify what the student needs to do to improve. 2. Provide direction on how to improve. 3. Provide time and opportunities for the student to use the feedback. And 4. Follow up with the student.
Feedback is effective if it answers the questions, where am I going? How am I going? And where to next?
The feedback checklist can serve two purposes. 1. It will help the teacher identify the specific strengths and areas of need. 2. It will communicate the needs to the student and assist in student goal setting. Feedback to the student must be done in a timely manner. In this example, while Annie feels that she has met the criteria of showing all the steps, the teacher has identified this as an area of need.
Because Annie did not show all of the steps, the teacher clearly guides her by providing a variety of strategies both student and teacher-centered. The teacher works with Annie to ensure that she understands and can apply the appropriate strategy.
Having received guidance, Annie has the option of a number of student actions that can be taken to address the need. Depending on the circumstances, the teacher will use his or her professional judgment to apply a teacher-directed action where appropriate. For example, reteaching a small group.
Both the student and teacher must be involved in reflecting upon and following up on the descriptive feedback. Annie might ask herself questions, such as, has the success criteria now been met? Can I apply the strategy in the future to solve similar problems? The teacher may ask a variety of questions to reflect on the effectiveness of the feedback.
If the strategies Annie employed help her achieve the success criteria, she can move on. If the strategies Annie employed did not help her, the feedback loop would begin again. For example, if Annie chose to consult the anchor chart but was unsuccessful at showing all of the steps, Annie could retell the steps orally, or the teacher could remodel the steps.
Resources are continually developed and updated and can be found at ae.misalondon.ca.